So I had a really good question posted to my Facebook tonight, which was, I think Chris Strotman asked, how do you get a player who likes to swing hard, like a hard hitter? I think he said, how do you get a hard hitter to swing more within themselves, or maybe not swing quite so hard? And I think probably you can't convince someone of anything. Actually, they kind of have to learn it, or to at least see an example of how that might be hurting them. So a really good example actually this week, if you look at how well Tiger played this last week, the big thing that I noticed for sure was that his tempo and his rhythm was really, really good, especially with his wedges. And with his driver, actually. Even though he didn't drive it perfectly, he drove it a lot better than maybe we've seen in the past. And if you look at a guy like Rory, who's a younger guy, he's 23, he's kind of out there to bomb it, and he's just kind of in love with hitting long shots. And I don't know that for sure. I haven't spoken to him about it, but I feel like when you watch him play, you see Rory kind of hitting full shots on almost every iron, and I think certainly he hits some finesse shots. But when you compare what Tiger did this week to what Rory did, there was definitely a sense that Tiger was swinging very much within himself. He wasn't really just attacking everything, and you saw some 9-irons from 141 yards and things of that nature. And of course, when there was a shot 160, straight downwind over a bunker, he hit a pitching wedge. And yeah, if you've got that shot in your arsenal, that's fantastic. But I think until you actually see it for yourself, that swinging within yourself and swinging in balance can actually produce a more consistent, solid contact, a more consistent distance, a more consistent ball flight. Until you can actually see that in your own game, then you really can't be convinced of it any other way. So yeah, you can look at like maybe the Tiger-Rory situation and say, yeah, this week, you could kind of see a mature Tiger versus maybe a maturing Rory, and that might help convince you that it might be worth a try to at least go out there and play a little bit more within yourself and swing a little bit more in balance, and see if it doesn't help you hit the ball more solidly and obviously more flush and more consistently, and with that, hopefully your scores would go down a little bit. So hopefully that answers your question, Chris, and keep them coming.